up my dudes? Today we are going to do DNA extraction experiment. Why you ask? Because if there's a kid out there who needs a DNA extraction video to refer to, then the kid needs a DNA extraction video to watch. Nay, the kid needs a My Edible Logic video to watch. So today we are going to do that. So let me just quickly tell you that how did coriander end up here. This is coriander juice, and coriander was sitting in the refrigerator minding its own business, not asking to be a part of this narrative. But then I went in and I took coriander, I blended it in the mixer for around 5 minutes, and along with 1/8 tablespoon of a salt, and we added 200 milliliter of water in the juice, which is about 2 teacups full of water in the coriander juice. So this is how the coriander juice end up here. Now we are supposed to add 2 tablespoons of liquid soap in all of this coriander juice. Before that, has anyone tasted coriander juice before? Not bad. Little salty because I put salt in it. Not bad. So we are going to add this liquid dish soap, 2 tablespoons of it, and then it is supposed to sit here for, oops, I already spilled it. Okay, so now this is going to sit here for 10 to 15 minutes and I will see you all then, which for you is right now. Okay, so I'm done waiting for 20 minutes now, just to be on the safer side, because it's the second time I'm recording this video and this shit is not happening. So yeah, I have waited, and now they have asked me to get the sample in a small test tube. Obviously I don't have a test tube over here, so I'm taking a different glass and spilling everything. So yeah, okay, one test tube, second test tube. Okay. So in this, they have asked to add in meat tenderizer. Now we are vegetarians and we don't have meat tenderizer lying around. But they have asked us that they have told us that we can substitute it with some lens cleaning solution. And I had some of that lying around. So we are going to add that. Now they have asked us to add in a pinch of meat tenderizer, but they don't really talk how much lens cleaning solution are we supposed to add. So I'm just going in with 1 tablespoon. Maybe that should be enough. I so badly want this experiment to work at this point. I've repeated it so many times. Now they have asked us not to stir it too hard, so I'm just swirling it a little. After that, we are supposed to tilt the test tube and add in nearly same amount of rubbing alcohol. Now there's a little story with rubbing alcohol. I went in the medical shop to ask them about if they have rubbing alcohol, and the guy was looking at me like, "You do know that we don't really sell alcohol here." And I tried telling him that I don't need alcohol to drink. I need rubbing alcohol. It's for cleaning purposes. But still, the guy kept on looking at me like I was asking him alcohol. So yeah, let's add in some spirit right now. Please work. Please God, please. Wait a minute, there's no hole in here. I am so sorry if you guys hear noise outside. It's because I have waited for such a long time and still nobody just wants to shut up. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'll try my best to remove the noise.
Did you guys hear the dog barking? Literally moments before I started shooting, the dog was fine. But the moment I start shooting, everybody wants to talk, everybody wants to use their pressure cooker, everybody wants to bark, cats want to meow.
Okay. Today is a spilling day. I am spilling literally everything I'm handling. Can you please clump now? Please form clumps. I'm asking nicely. Should we let it sit for a while so that the precipitation reaction can happen? Because organic reactions are slower in nature. I remember that from 12th standard. Okay. I feel like it's forming two layers. I don't know if you guys can see. So yeah, it has formed two layers. I feel like because we are doing this experiment at home and we are using such generic type of chemicals, these have different types of formulation. Like every brand's dish soap is going to be different, every brand's lens cleaning solution is going to be different. We are going to use, I didn't really weigh the coriander, so that's going to be different. And when we do these kinds of experiments in the lab, we use everything like weighed, everything, every chemical and solution we use is measured down to normality and molarity, and everything is pretty standard. But because we are doing everything at home and everything is so generic, then the results can be generic as well. That's why I can see small clumps in here with my naked eye. I don't know how much you guys can see on the camera. So maybe that's why the results aren't standardized. I am wasting so much of spirit rubbing alcohol. Oh God. Please work out. I just want some DNA to play with. To be honest, what's the point of extracting DNA at home? Because you don't have a gel electrophoresis unit, you don't have a PCR. What exactly are you supposed to do with this DNA? This whole experiment seems to me as pointless at this time. Okay, I'll zoom in you guys and show you that little white clumps have formed. It is not how the precipitation reaction is supposed to be. But yeah, generic results with homemade experiments. Screw me. Am I cancelled? Please cancel me. No, you're not. You're a budding scientist at home. At home. Because all the labs are closed at this point.
It's much better than that lame visualization and virtualization lab we see.
Yeah, at learngenetics.com. Actually, learngenetics.com is a great website. But, you know, they can't control the dishwash composition, the lens cleaning solution composition. The alcohol is pretty standard, it's 70% generally. But other than that, nothing is standardized over here. So, what was I even expecting? You know? Yeah, this is my second try, my dudes. I give up at this point. I can see teeny tiny bit of white peckles over here. This is not what is supposed to happen, to be honest. Like, seriously, I'm being honest here. This is not what is supposed to happen. When we did this experiment in the lab, actually, we could see like rope like structures of clump DNA, and that is exactly what you're supposed to see. Let me know if anybody can recreate it at home, because nothing is standardized over here, everything is pretty generic. So yeah, that's it, my dudes. Failed DNA experiment, DNA extraction experiment. I still don't get it what I'm doing wrong, because I followed all of the steps to a point. Like, I followed everything to the measures I had,